My dear collective, welcome to another music channeling. Today's song for today's reading is What's Playing in the Background. And on that note, I should turn it down. So basically, this person wants to dance with you. Okay? They want to go out and dance with you, have fun, all that. Okay? Now I will say when I got this tune, for some of you guys, you might also reference something that is very specific. I don't know if it's something you said or if it's like a memory or like a shared something. Okay, something very specific that's gonna make you or them like, you know what, let's do this one more time. Okay, there's something very specific. Now, in terms of the specific insights, what I have on my phone, okay, so we got Cancer placement, Cancer and Capricorn, Puerto Rican, American, Latino, Latina, British, okay, and we also got 1992, 1993, okay, 2020, 2021, okay, 2021 is more so in relation to like when this song was released. Okay, that could be the last time you guys saw each other. Okay, but everything else is channeled. So just Google Cancer placement, Capricorn, Puerto Rican, American, Latino, Latina could be relevant here. But I'm gonna focus, and also their specific reading I just did titled. Let me see here. Let's see. It's called Soulmate Feels Like Life is at its crossroad. The only one that can make it better is you. Okay? So for some of you guys, that reading is this is like a part 2. Okay? If that makes sense. But I feel like I want to read the lyrics for the song. And my Spanish can only do so much. Okay? So I'm just gonna Google that because it's a Spanish song. So I'm just gonna read from genius.com. Okay. Basically, excuse any mispronunciation, okay? But word for word. Okay, let me just find if there is like a meaning for it, because usually they write down like special meanings for this song. So it says, Dance With Me, obviously, it's the second single. Throughout the song, the artists play out a passionate romantic. Okay, so there's a specific meaning. Maybe we don't have to go down the rabbit hole of reading this song. So I'm just gonna read that instead. Throughout the song, the artists play out a passionate romantic relationship involving their own personal traits. Artist number 1 wins over artist number 2 with his Puerto Rican Spanish similar to her real persona. Artist number 2 doesn't perfectly understand the language. However, despite the two not being able to communicate very well, they feel as if each other's physical presence is more than enough to live out the intimate moment. Okay. When asked about the song from Selena Gomez with Baila Conmigo, I sound very Texan right now. Baila Conmigo. I want to get everyone dancing. The video portrays a sense of isolation. We all experience right now how music truly connects us no matter where we are in the world. Okay? So some of you guys could be from a different country, speak a different language, okay? Be a different ethnicity, nationality. Like I said, Puerto Rican, American, Latino, Latina, or heck, anything else, right? Afro-Latina, Afro-Cuban, Spanish, and European. Spanish and German, okay? There's a mix there, like Hispanic and German. But basically, there's a difference between you and your person in terms of language and looks, ethnicity, nationality, okay? Something of this nature, okay? And you have a very strong passion with this person, and you don't need language to communicate what you feel, okay? So you guys could have met when you guys were traveling, when they were visiting your country, vice versa, they're traveling, okay? There's definitely language barrier. There's definitely difference in where you're from and where they're from, and what you speak and what they speak, okay? But somehow, based on mutual passion, you guys connect, okay? This is giving like no, like love has no barrier. That's what I'm like. This is what this message is giving, okay? Let me add this to the title, because I know I will forget that. Sorry for the butchering of it all, okay? Okay? I love it. It's like one person that is, let's say if I couldn't speak, then I would use like translation apps or even sign language to speak. And for somebody that doesn't know sign language, that could be like a language barrier. But if they learn it, or let me just say this, love has no barrier, whether it's speaking, hearing, difference in tones and appearance, it doesn't matter, okay? Because we're all humans. The card that fell down was a card that is, hold up. This one, okay? And as you guys can see, it says entrapment. So I feel like your person felt stuck or trapped, but now they're just gonna be like, fuck this shit. I'm not gonna be conditioned to something that they can break or change. For instance, maybe they feel like they couldn't talk to you, approach you because of the language barrier, because of where you're from, where they're from. And now that's the thing that kept them trapped, and now they're like, fuck it. I'm not gonna let that condition my love and my expression for you. Okay? Because somebody was definitely trapped by that, okay? Anything else that's relevant? So they're going to reach out to you. They're going to connect with you. They're going to get you to understand their message. It's not just, I'm going to write to you collective. I feel like they want to connect with you in the sense where you're going to understand what they're saying, whether they speak in different languages, whether they cannot speak, right? Or something where it actually is a barrier, but somehow you'll be able to understand what they're saying based on what they're going to communicate, okay? So that's cute. Okay, this person is like, I don't care if you don't speak my language. I don't care if you speak. I don't care if you don't speak. You about to hear me, okay? That's the person. That's the energy this person is on. I love this for you guys, okay? I feel like this person is kind of like wanting to prove that no matter the barrier, the obstacle, love wins, okay? Love is bigger than, okay? So we got farm here. This person could be from the countryside or you, but they want you guys to like kind of chill off grid, okay? Maybe this person is a city boy, city gal, and they're like, they just want to be in this calm, cool, collective life now, okay? And this could be a person that likes to party a lot, but with you, they're like, they need to take it slow, or they want the peaceful life, or they want the farm life, okay? The country life. But I do feel like this person is kind of like, they're ready to settle down. Because it's not just about passion. I feel like this person wants more. Based on the song, it feels very much like a in the moment type of energy. But because of your connection, even if it was like for a few hours, a day, a week, 3 days, this person's like, no, this is what I want my forever to be with this person. And even there is so much obstacle or barriers, it doesn't matter, because there's something familiar with you. Okay, a lot of them feel very protective of you. Some of them even feel like a religious connection when it comes to you. Okay, like a spiritual, religious like connection here. So we got this one in reverse, dreams. So it took a while to get it, but I kind of feel like a lot of them didn't think that this would be a reality. A lot of them think that this is like fictional. Or maybe you yourself think that this is all like an illusion, right? You're a dreamer, you know, you can't just hop on the first plane and say this is forever just because you feel like it, okay? But this person is like, I'm on this shit. Okay, I don't feel like they see barriers or well, hopefully they understand boundaries, okay? But like, they don't see your connection, the love you guys have for each other, and the passion as a barrier or obstacle. This person likes to like overcome things that feels impossible, and this is like one of those factors, okay? I don't know why I'm thinking about like somebody could also be born during the year of the goat. So we Google that quickly. But I am thinking about my former manager. I used to work at one of the hotels as like a hostess in Sweden, and somebody could be from Sweden, but my manager, he's I think it was from like Argentina, or I feel like this is relevant. So he just like, he wanted to get to know me, and you know, whole standard work procedure interview. But then he started to open up. This is also not unusual for me as an intuitive. No matter where I am, people want to share their story. But he was like, I worked in England. I think this is why England is relevant. But he's like, he worked at one of the elite like hotels in England, and he hustled like in life to kind of get where he's at. And now he's the manager. He even worked at one of the elite hotels in Sweden before the hotel he is at right now. And he said the reason why he switched is because the first elite hotel, they had this view on how things are supposed to go in terms of their image. So it's very much like, it feels very segregated, and I don't know, I think this is relevant, okay? But he was like, I worked at this elite hotel, and I feel like the reason why they even hired me is because he had credentials from England, okay, from UK. So from one of the elite hotels, so obviously it's a chain reaction. But his like Swedish was really off. He still has an accent to this day, but because of like his credentials from like England, he's not good to go. But when he came at the elite hotel, everybody was that was there. Obviously, it's Sweden, okay, but it's a very multicultural country. Specifically, the city I'm in, it's like a melting pot of different cultures, like London. But the hotel wasn't, okay. And this manager was, even from the hotel, but he was like, it feels very elitist. Speaking of elite, but it was very much like that, right? And he starts to have questions, and he's like, I know you, like, because they hired him from England based on the hotel he was from, because of that elite hotel. I think it's Marion something, the Marion Hotel. And then he had to work at elite hotel in Sweden, and it was very, we look like this, and this is our mantra, and this is our vision. It wasn't like community and family based, and this is one of the reasons he left. And he also said that it was great, good money, good pay, but like when he was interviewing me, he said something where it's like, I know for a fact that a lot of people wouldn't be open to interviewing people like us, okay? I know, but I feel like this is relevant because this is the thing. He said it almost gave the energy of like the only reason he got like approved because of the credentials from the UK, even though he wasn't British, but the hotel in itself had the stamp of approval. So switch to something that's a little bit more universal, right? Community based. Lovely man, one of the best manager I've ever had in my entire life. So I feel like something of this is like relevant. Number two, he also said he moved to Sweden mainly not even because of the job, because he fell in love, right? He met a Swedish person, like a native Swedish person. I don't know if she was blonde or blue-eyed, but he moved for love, okay? And I feel like your soulmate is on that type of energy, okay? Perhaps like the people you're around, you're only used to dating certain one type of person, right? This feels very interracial, like very there is like a difference. And I feel like this story is not just for the sake of like storytelling. Whether it's how you look, ethnicity wise, like I don't even think it's also nationality. I think you can actually be from the same nationality, like you grew up in the same country, but you definitely look different from your person, or you speak different. There's a different type of culture where it's like a lot of people will be like, I don't think it's worth for you guys to be together. Okay? It's too difficult. She speaks this language, you speak this language, we have this culture, you have that culture. And even though you can learn cultures and adapt, it's something that's very like, I don't know, I feel like, because between you guys, it's kind of like, yeah, you met, it was passion, is whatever, but now somebody wants to take this and make this serious. As in, let's get married, let's have kids, let me move to your fucking country because I fucking love you. Like somebody is in that energy of like, I want to make this like this serious. This is not on some passionate one night stand, a weekend, when you come to my country on vacations. Like this is like, no, we're gonna make this serious. I feel like your person is on that time, okay? And they don't care about the barriers, okay? Now language barriers could also be relevant in terms of like maybe somebody have to use ASL, okay? That could also be relevant. Yeah. This is I'm not getting serious this morning, but yeah. Like I said before, somebody was very much like hindered by this, and now somebody's gonna be like, I don't care. This is not gonna block me anymore for the sake of love. Okay. I feel like it's a masculine that's on this energy, but again, there are two people singing this song, Baila, Conmigo. Okay, maybe you guys fell in love when you guys danced, and that was the moment this person was like, I want this forever. Okay. Yeah, this person is very serious about you. They want a peaceful life. I love it. Okay. Let's just pull up some cards. It's gonna be a little bit difficult though. I will say it's not gonna be easy, but this person knows it's not gonna be easy. They know it's gonna be hard because of like, I mean, the entirety of this message talks about barriers, okay, differences. Whereas like a lot of people would just be like, just give, you know, just let it go, right? But this person is like, no. I want to be with them. There is potential here. They love you. They're in love, or this is a potential. They don't want to let this go. It's like I read in the genius.com version, and Selena and Raul Alejandro. At least Selena, she talks about how there's like passion between her and the artist, but the song in question, right? But because they don't understand each other, that doesn't hinder one's connection, the passion. And one would think that would be, but if you like somebody, you like somebody. Whether you speak, you don't speak. Whether you can see or you cannot see. Chemistry can't be altered. Chemistry can't be changed. If it's there, it's there. Okay, whether you lose your five senses, if you like somebody, like as long as you have your heart and your brain, you're good. When it comes to connecting with somebody. So, that's my personal take on it. When this person will take action, we will leave it to divine timing because I have no specific cards for that. So we got the Devil card in reverse. This person could have like a little bit of an ego, be a little bit stubborn, okay? Somebody could be a Capricorn. Somebody could also be an earth sign, fire sign individual. Fire sign feminine, Aries, Taurus, Leo, Sag, Capricorn, Virgo, feminine. Capricorn, masculine. Cancer, Leo, people. Okay, or just Google these zodiac signs. I think it will help. Okay, whoever is like a little bit in their ego, they need to find some balance. So for instance, if they're like being pissed right now or stubborn, they need to regulate that emotion because they're going to be like, you know, looking a little bit obsessed, a little bit controlling, a little bit unhinged, okay? It could be like they feel so much. So like for instance, if they're in an argument and you're like, I don't want to do this, they could lash out, be very sensitive during this time. Or yeah, pretty much. All right, but yeah, a new beginning will start. This is what they want. I do feel like somebody's ready to fight this, even you yourself, like verbally, for the connection, for the love they have for you, because they're a little bit unhinged. They're a little bit unhinged for this. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is the type of person where it's like, you haven't left their mind since you left. Okay. This is how you feel, this is how they feel. So somebody feels a little bit, you know, a little bit testy. Like they left and I'm still thinking about them. They left and I'm still dreaming about them. Then they left and I'm still wishing that they will come back. Okay. So somebody's a little bit like, don't try me. Okay, don't try my love. Okay. I think that's it though. In terms of who it is, just whomever you're thinking of dealing with is that person. If this message resonates, you know what it is, okay? And I will link the past readings, and if it makes sense to you, thank you for watching, okay?